Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Tigers Den podcast. I am your host, Big C Gag Game. Yo, before we get started, I need everybody to go ahead and smash that thumbs up button right now and subscribe if you are brand new. Check it out. Our Grambling State Tigers, they're on a win streak right now. 3 games in a row, putting us at 4-2. We just beat North Carolina 28-24 in Chapel Hill. We scored 14 points in the second. 7 in the third, 7 in the fourth, and it got close right there in the fourth quarter. The passing game was non-existent this week, man. DK1 finished 21 of 30 for 238 yards, but he threw 3 interceptions. Kincaid's become turnover prone. I don't want to bench him because he is one of our best players on this team. He is the leader of the offense, but we've got to cut down on these interceptions and these turnovers. A lot of these passes were like forced balls, and it has to get better fast. The run game was dominant as usual. Martez Carter carried the ball 24 times for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kincaid went over 100 yards and a touchdown, and Flowers actually got into the end zone as well. We are relying heavily on this run game. Carter, we're putting the offense on his back, and as long as he doesn't get hurt, I got to knock on wood. As long as he doesn't get hurt, we're going to be okay. Kincaid is right at the carries and yards that I'm looking for from him every week. And Flowers, he was a touchdown vulture in this game. Receiving-wise, Clark is becoming Kincaid's favorite target. He finished with 7 grabs for 75 yards. Again, no trips to the end zone. Route had another big day, 3 grabs for 74 yards. And Martez also had caught 3 balls for 23 yards out of the backfield. On defense, De'Aris Christmas led the way with 7 tackles. He's a strong middle linebacker for us, and he's doing a great job. Big shout out to Jackson. He had 1 interception on the day. We finished with 2 sacks total, one by Freeman, and I think it was Clark. Yeah, Lally Clark had a sack as well. The defense did a great job holding UNC's running game in check, only giving up, 119 yards total. Surratt had a mediocre day running, but he did have a great day passing, 17 of 23 for 201 and 2 touchdowns. UNC's a young team, so to see our defense step up in a major way like that, that's a great win for us. And look at that, no 100-yard receiver this week. So we put a bow on week 7, but we did have some bad news coming out after that game. We lost safety Montrell Meander for the rest of the year with a broken elbow. As you know, Meander was one of our star free safeties. We had him and Bridgewater playing at the same time. It's going to be tough filling his spot. So I'm going to move Bridgewater back over to free safety. I had him at strong safety. And then we're going to have to just play, safety by committee now. So it's time to hit the recruiting trail. We welcome the newest member of the Elite 18, Danny Sanders, one of the most controversial players I've ever recruited on this game. He signed this week. I was looking at some of the comments. People were saying I should move him to outside linebacker because he has great zone coverage. The game actually has him projected to be a strong safety. I don't know on what earth they see a strong safety because he's slow. But I like the idea of putting him at outside linebacker. Definitely going to redshirt him his freshman year, though. So we go to the top of the board, and Charlie Brooks has got Grambling State out in front of Alabama. John Nichols, the corner from Oklahoma. Our lead is growing over Tulsa. Our safety that we're really interested, Brian Smith, the JUCO transfer from Louisiana, where our lead continues to grow over Tulane. Cornerback Reggie Pierce is close to signing with the Tigers. Julius Lamb has moved Southern down to his 3rd favorite team, and Tulane moves up to 2nd, but Grambling State is still in 1st. Our league continues to grow for Gerald Cox, the wide receiver from Louisiana, as well as athlete James Herron from Texas. And look at here, we just added him to the board, but William Higgs has Grambling State as his number 1 team over Army. We found these two just kind of sitting around. Meet Josh Carey. He's a free safety, 5'11", from Pennsylvania. He's the number 10 free safety in this class, and this kid is going to be a stud. Look at his speed, y'all. 95 speed, 92 tackle, 85 hit power. And then meet Demetrius Gunn, a 6'3" wide receiver from Kansas. Some big name schools are recruiting him right now, but they're not showing that much interest in him. And this is another great receiver. He's like a possession type receiver, 85 speed, 76 catch, 87 route running, 89 spec catch, and 86 release, and 86 catch in traffic. We bring him in. He's going to start day one next to Darrell Clark. So it's time to look ahead to our Week 8 matchup with UCF. The Knights come in 3-3, losing to some pretty impressive teams. They beat the Zips 13-0 in Week 1. Then they lost to Penn State. They beat Navy, but lost to Cincinnati and Memphis, but came back and beat SMU. The Knights this year are led by Mackenzie Milton. He's a scrambling quarterback from Hawaii. He's completed 70 of his 158 passes for 1,020 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. On the ground, he's handed off to speedy Jawan Hamilton. He's rushed 122 times for 585 yards and 3 touchdowns. His backup, Taj McGowan, is another dangerous speed back we have to watch out for. 39 carries for 166 yards, 4 touchdowns. And like I said, Milton is a dangerous quarterback as well. He can run 53 carries for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Stupid words with friends interrupting me while I'm recording. Out wide, Traquan Smith is Milton's favorite target. 23 grabs for 465 yards and 4 touchdowns. Their big tight end, another big tight end we have to watch out for, Jordan Atkins. He has 16 grabs for 150 yards and 2 scores. Gabriel Davis is a true freshman, and he's having a solid year so far. 13 grabs for 144 yards and 2 scores. Jawan Hamilton is just as dangerous coming out of the backfield. 11 grabs for 173 yards and a score. The Knights come in with a very veteran defense led by Shaquem Griffin. He's a senior with 44 tackles and a sack and a half. Jamius Pittman, a dangerous pass rusher. He leads the team with 6 sacks, and he's a terror in the backfield. In the secondary, we have to watch out for Brandon Moore. The freshman has 2 interceptions on the year. We have to take advantage of a weak secondary of UCF's. Hopefully, Kincaid can get the ball moving, hitting Clark and Davis on the outside and Salmon across the middle. We'll have some prospects visiting campus this week, including Smith from Louisiana and Gibson from Mississippi. And look at here. Check it out. My man Kurt Herbstreit is picking Grambling to beat UCF this week. Comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think we have a chance against UCF at home this week? I need to answer a couple questions that I've seen in the chat here recently. Somebody asked if I was going to do custom recruits in the next season. Probably. I might even do some viewer requests, some viewer recruits, I should say. So that's something I'm thinking about right now, but that takes a lot of time. And then also somebody asked if I can do 2 games in 1 video. That's something we could talk about. Maybe. The only problem I have with that is I like to have my videos like around a certain time, like 5 to 6 minutes each gameplay, just because honestly, people watching, their attention span is real short. So longer videos and people kind of click out of it after a while. So maybe, I'll say maybe. I appreciate all the comments. As you guys can see on the bottom of your screen, I'm using more of you guys' comments in the video. If you drop a comment, I'll definitely screenshot it and you will be included in the next video. Big shout out to everybody who's hit that subscribe button lately. I appreciate the love. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new and get in that description box. Follow your boy on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Big C Got Game. And we'll check you out against UCF this week. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air.